I'm Jody Sanders, editor of American Patchwork and Quilting magazine. I have a passion for vintage quilts, and I love to share photos of them, but sometimes just having the quilt isn't enough, and I like to add flowers to my photos as well. So I'm going to give you some examples and maybe some tips of how you could add flowers to your photographs of your quilts too. Peonies are heavy flowers, so I choose vessels to hold them carefully. One way to showcase these fragrant flowers is in a shallow blue and white speckled bowl, and then I set that on top of a Dresden plate quilt. Another way is in a clear vase that's chock full of peonies. The volume of the flowers helps to support the weight of the blossoms. A stack of 1930 quilts adds softness to the photo. Flowers don't have to be in a vase. When the cone flowers are blooming, I hang a Jacob's Ladder quilt over the front railing of my home. June is often a month of weddings, and it's also a time when the zinnias, the phlox, the daisies, and other flowers start to show up in our garden and at the local farmer's market. I like displaying these blooms with a double wedding ring quilt that includes all the colors of the flowers that I'm displaying. This particular quilt is draped on a vintage drying rack, and then a vintage wooden ironing board holds the canning jar of the flowers. I chose a yellow 9-patch quilt to complement the purple lilacs in this photo. Choosing colors opposite on the color wheel make for very dramatic displays. If you have a collection, incorporate that into your photo. I collect Fiesta dinnerware, so a stack of vintage plates, a teapot with lilacs, and a fan quilt make me long for those last days of spring.